What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're going to be jumping in with some more Destiny 2 Forsaken news. So in this video we're going to talk about some exotics that we're going to see in the expansion, as well as some future exotics, an exotic railgun, which is going to be coming to Destiny, and even a brand new vendor by the looks of things. We'll talk about that in a moment. We have Baron specific loot pretty much confirmed at this point, so it looks like each of the Barons will have a different kind of piece of gear, or there will be various pieces of gear associated with the Barons that we hunt in the Forsaken expansion. Let's talk about new quests for subclasses and exotics, new armor perks. So it's going to be yet another info-packed video, guys. If you do enjoy this one, a like below is very much appreciated. If you're new around here, feel free to hit subscribe if you want to see more D2 content. But now, let's get into it. So, over the past week, we've seen a lot of stuff from the Forsaken expansion, had a first look at a bunch of gear, new exotics just a couple of days ago. The Wave Splitter PlayStation exclusive trace rifle was revealed. Of course, everyone absolutely loves PS exclusives, but we got to look at that as well as some new gameplay in one of the strikes. Now though, let's actually talk about some stuff we're going to see in the Black Armory, one of the mini DLCs, this one coming in December of this year after Forsaken launches. They teased us with this new exotic sniper rifle we can see with some really cool kind of artwork, and this is of course part of the Black Armory, a Golden Age vault of weapons. Bungie very quietly teased a couple of other things to us though, so you can see the tab on the screen right here where you can see the Black Armory exotic sniper. To the right of that though, there is another tab, Exotic Railgun Slide 1, and I believe this is in Photoshop. This was actually noticed by Martin over at Destiny Overwatch, so definitely check him out. I'll link his channel down below. But it looks like we will be getting an exotic railgun inside of the Black Armory DLC. If you don't know about railguns, they essentially feature a kind of pair of conductive rails. I believe it's kind of like an electromagnetic thing, but essentially it pushes a projectile between the rails at incredible speed, and then of course it fires from the weapon, and generally it's purely the projectile speed that actually does the damage because they are so powerful. So it'd be really interesting to see an exotic railgun inside of Destiny. I guess it might end up feeling a little bit like a fusion rifle, maybe something like Sleeper Simulant. It seems likely that this would indeed be a heavy weapon. So we've seen the sniper, we know that there will be a railgun, that's going to be really interesting. But this image also confirms that we're actually getting a new vendor, so we can see Black Armory vendor paint over. We've also got some other images open up there, weapon dealer, and that presumably would be the character that we can see right here. Clearly an exo of some sort, obviously looking very dark and mysterious. They did provide a bunch of icons that you also see presented on some of the weapons. So there we go, we will be getting a new vendor, an exotic railgun, which is going to be really interesting. The official description for Black Armory reads, discover weapons of light and fury. So I don't know whether fury weapons is kind of going to be a categorization of weapons, maybe similar to weapons of darkness or weapons of sorrow, but there will also be a new activity called Forges of the Chain, which we haven't seen yet, as well as a new raid lair, more exotics, legendaries, triumphs, collections, and bonus rewards. So I'll be curious to hear your thoughts about that down below, guys. But yesterday, I was talking about some stuff in the database. We actually found a weapon called the Mindbender's Ambition, a legendary shotgun. Of course, the Mindbender is one of the Barons, Hirax, this dude who's turning slowly into some kind of hive-fallen abomination. We kind of speculated maybe we're going to get some Baron-specific loot. There are a few other things in the database though, so we have the Scorned Baron plate. Now, there is one of these for each class, so the Warlock, Titan, and Hunter has a version of this plate with the same name. It has the same base perks shown on it, but the icon that you can see for the armor piece right there is actually some kind of placeholder in the database. So that is not the actual icon. And as I mentioned, we can't find all of these pieces. So the database right now actually isn't complete, meaning we haven't seen everything from Forsaken in the database right now, but another weapon was actually found. So there is the Warden's Law, a kinetic legendary hand cannon. It looks like this is some kind of themed loot as well. Could be associated with Varix, the prison warden, so it even has the potential it could be strike specific loot because there is a strike which will take place in the Prison of Elders in Forsaken. But something else interesting to note about this is that it is an aggressive burst hand cannon, so that is a new archetype. Hard-hitting, 2-burst fire. So I don't know whether this is going to kind of behave a little bit like Graviton Lance, potentially. You can see it has 80 impact, 20 rounds per minute. It also has a bonus called 4th times the charm. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 2 rounds to the magazine. So it's kind of like triple tap, but which suits the archetype we're dealing with. Very interesting stuff. Can't wait to get a look at these weapons. But obviously we see that new archetype, definitely more themed gear, and pretty much confirmation that we're going to see a suite of Baron-related themed pieces of gear, which is super cool, and I really hope they look awesome. Because obviously right now we have perks and all of that good stuff, so that side seems pretty cool, and I find myself personally kind of caring about the cosmetics, so we'll have to wait and see what they'll be like. But while we're on the subject of strikes and specific loot, we do have a few more details about some of these strikes in Forsaken. So we have the Corrupted. This is one of the new strikes. Hunt down one of Marasav's most trusted advisors and free her from taken possession. So this one is located in the Dreaming City, and we're going to be hunting down one of Marasav's Techians that have been corrupted by what is going on in the Dreaming City. And the images you're seeing right here are from inside of these strikes. We do have Warden of Nothing. This is the strike which takes place in the Prison of Elders, and as we just mentioned with the Warden's Law Burst hand cannon, it seems that this pertains to this particular strike, so it is a strike-specific piece of loot. Really can't wait to see what that Prison of Elders strike will be like. And then we have the Hollowed Lair. The Fanatic has returned. Take him down and finish the job you started. This one takes place in the Tangled Shore. Sounds like maybe the Fanatic comes back after the main story as a strike boss. That'd be really interesting. But then there is also Broodhold, the PlayStation exclusive, which we've seen some gameplay of. So those are the new strikes that will happen in Forsaken. Cool to see already that there will be some themed gear that we can get from them. Let's hope we can get it inside of that Heroic Strike playlist. That would absolutely be awesome. Next though, people have been talking about a couple of new quests. These will be Forsaken quests. So the Tex Mechanica Chaperone Shotgun is returning. There will be a quest called Tex Mechanica Tournament, which lands you this returning exotic. So you have to visit Amanda Holiday in the tower. You'll need Crucible Shotgun kills, defeating Guardians with Arc, Solar, and Void damage in the Crucible, racking up enemy Guardian kills in Gambit, and then visiting Amanda Holiday in the tower once again. It's just a little taster of an exotic quest right there. But we definitely have a quest for new subclasses. We have new powers. Seek Visions. Keep an eye out for strange sights as you complete adventures, lost sectors, strikes, and Crucible matches, or when you defeat powerful enemies, and then follow those visions to Io. And we do have that subclass quest icon, obviously new powers. Definitely sounds like a subclass quest kind of thing. There will be some additional materials required when upgrading these subclass quests, so we have Vision of a Leaf. Use this item to upgrade your new subclass paths. So that's just a little taster of how new subclass upgrades are going to work. I wanted to finish though by pointing out a bunch of armor perks that we're going to see in Forsaken. So you have the scavenger bonuses you can see right here. Scout Rifle Scavenger. Get bonus reserves when you pick up ammo, and you can get this for pretty much any type of weapon. You've got Hands-On, gain bonus super energy on melee kills. Light Arms Loader, which gives you faster reload for hand cannons, sidearms, submachine guns, and bows. You've got the enhanced targeting bonuses right there, which you can get for a bunch of different weapons. Of course, Sidearm Loader, increased reload speed of sidearms. And you'll be able to get that bonus for any other type or archetype of weapon as well. Some interesting ones here. Pump Action, gain bonus super energy on shotgun kills. You've got Grenade Launcher Dexterity, faster, ready, and stow speed for grenade launchers. And that's a bonus that once again you can get for any type of weapon. Unflinching, specifically for snipers. And of course we've seen this for all different archetypes. And then you've got faster reload for a bunch of different weapon types as well. And here you can see essentially similar bonuses, but for slightly different things. Right down there at the bottom, you've got the bonus Better Already, which was a bonus in D1. Your health begins to regenerate immediately after picking up an Orb of Light. So they really have gone all out with these armor bonuses. There are a ton of these in the database. The ones I've shown you right here essentially gives you an idea of what we're going to get. It's going to be really cool looking for, particular rolls of armor again, and trying to have different sets which have different bonuses obviously suited to different setups and stuff like that. That was one of my favorite things about hunting gear down in Destiny 1, not just with the weapons, but with armor as well. And then once you find that perfect piece, you can now mod it up with some really cool mods, as well as the new Masterworks. Gear has 100% become a lot more exciting. But guys, for now, that is going to summarize today's video. So I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, a like below is very much appreciated. I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of this stuff. What do you think an exotic railgun could be like in Destiny 2? Definitely curious to learn more about the vendor and the characters associated with the Black Armory. That's going to be really cool. Not even that long really until we get it, We get this launch in September, then it's basically a couple of months and that will be the new hype. So it's going to be a very interesting time, but I'll be keeping you posted here on the channel with a bunch of content for Forsaken. So if you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more content. Also turn on notifications, that way you won't miss out on any Destiny 2 videos. But for now, as always, I super appreciate you guys tuning in, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.